I'm Kenzie and I'm back with another video. If you're new to my channel, thank you for watching. Today's video is going to be a review on the Tarte Shape Tape Matte Foundation and the Anastasia Beverly Hills Prism palette. I really love both of these products. The foundation I have tried like 5 other times and I've worn it like throughout my whole day. And I honestly love this foundation because I have really oily skin and I got the matte one and it completely just took away all the oil from my skin and it just made my skin look flawless. And I really love like that effect. It's kind of thick, so you don't need a lot to cover your whole face, but I really love this foundation and I haven't tested it with a beauty blender, but I apply all my foundations with a brush, and when I applied this foundation with a makeup brush, I feel like it just gave off a really flawless effect, and I really love like foundations that do that. So I'm going to be an eyeshadow look for you guys using this Anastasia Beverly Hills Prism palette. I really love this palette. It's just so beautiful, and as you can see, there's like multiple different colors in here. The color that I really love is this one. It's the pretty like yellow greenish neon shade. I really love it and it gives like a really good pigment. I'm going to be creating a look. I don't think I'm going to be using that green shade today, but I will be creating a really beautiful look with this palette. So I just went in and applied the primer. The primer that I use is the Becca Evermatte Poreless Priming Perfector. I really love this primer because it closes my pores, and I've used this primer in my other YouTube video, and it just works really good. So now I'm going to take the Shape Tape foundation. It comes with a doe foot applicator just like the one on the concealer. And I really like the fact that it comes with this applicator because I feel like it just makes it way easier to apply onto your face, and then like you only like use like a certain amount of product. Like you don't get too much product if it was like a pump or anything. So I'm just going to go in, take a little bit on the brush, and then I'm just going to swipe down on my face. I usually do like 3 swipes because that's all I really need for like one side of my face. So we're just going to go in and blend that out using the AOA Studios F1 brush. These are the same brushes from the previous video that I have made. I really love these brushes because they just do a really good job at blending everything together. And the bristles don't fall out, and everything about these brushes are just like, I love them. So now I'm going to take more of that foundation and I'm going to put it on this side. And then I'm going to put it on my chin, put it on my forehead, and down my T-zone. Then you're just going to want to blend all that together. So far with this foundation, now that it is applied on my skin, I really love the fact that it covers all of my pores. Like from a distance, I can't see any of my pores or any of my acne that I currently have. And let me remind you, like I have really bad like acne prone skin, and a lot of the foundations that like I have tried, they really enhance like my acne. Like they don't do a good job at covering it, but they like just bring it out more. And most of the foundations usually break me out even more than I already am. But this foundation, like I found that it broke me out like a couple times because my skin was getting used to it. But now that like my skin is already used to it and everything, I feel like it just helps my skin, and it like is really good, and it works together with my oiliness, and it just like is a perfect like combination for my skin. And I highly recommend this one. I heard things about the moisturizer one, and a lot of people said that they didn't like it. I feel like I wouldn't like it because my skin is already oily as it is, and I feel like it would just make my skin look like way more oily, and I usually don't like that. I usually tend to go for a more matte like look. So when I got this, I like was so excited to try it, and then I tried it and like I fell in love with it because it's the matte one, and the matte one works like amazing. So I highly recommend this one. If any of you have oily skin, like it'll work really good with your skin, and I promise like it'll help your oil. So now I'm going to go in and do the rest of my face and my eyebrows off of camera, and then I'll be back to apply the eyes for you guys using the Prism palette, and I will review this and tell you guys everything about this palette and if I like it or if I don't. So now that I have done everything off of camera, I'm going to go in and prime my eyelids using the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. I really love this eyelid primer because it, like, I have really bad creasing, and it just like prevents all the creasing from happening, and I just really love all this. And the color, like the eyeshadows that you use on top of this, like blend really easily, and it just helps creasing like really well, and that's what I need. So I'm just gonna go in and put this on my eyelid, and then I'm just gonna blend it in using my finger because I feel like it just gives a better effect. So now that we've done that, I'm going to go in with the Prism palette, and I'm going to take one of the lighter shades as a transition shade. So I'm going to be using the Unity. It's like a nude color, this one right here. It's like a really light transition shade. So I'm just going to use that and just place it all over my lid. So once you've done that, you're going to want to go in with a darker color and focus it on the crease. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this look like a colorful kind of look. I'm just going to try to use as many colors in this palette that I can to create a beautiful like look with it. So I'm going to go in with the color Lure. It's like the purple color in the corner. I really love this color. It's like Settle. And I'm just going to place that on like the outer corner and drag it into the rest of my eyelid. And with this palette, you don't need a lot of product on the brush because it like when you dip it in the pan once, there will be a lot of product that comes on the brush, and there's also going to be like fallout in the palette, but not so much fallout will get on your skin unless you're using like one of the shimmery colors. Then there is more likely of a chance that you're going to have fallout with it. Now that I have applied the purple shade in the outer corners, I'm going to go in with the brown shade in this palette. It's called Parallel. It's like a dark brown, but I'm going to dip in it like very lightly so that it's not too pigmented, because I'm going to go for this look to be like an orange, like Settle look. So I'm going to dip into Parallel, and I'm just going to place it on the outer corners of my eyes and like blend it in with the other color that I previously did so that it just blends very nicely. Now that you have your eyes like dark, I'm going to add some like orange into the corners to make it like more colorful, because this look right now is like just a simple like nude, like natural look. And I'm just going to add a little bit of this Saturn shade. I'm probably going to mix Saturn and Eden, this one and this orange one. Eden is more of like a coral color, while Saturn is like more orange. So I'm just going to mix those two and try to make this look have more color into it. So I'm going to use the AOA Studios E104 brush. It's just like a smudging brush. It's like a big smudging brush. I'm just going to take Eden and Saturn, and I'm just going to lightly place it on the outer corner. And then you're going to want to take like a different brush and like blend it all in so that there's no like harsh differences. So once I've done that, I'm going to take the Anastasia Beverly Hills brush that this palette came with. It has two sides to it. This is like a blending brush, and then this is like a smudging brush. I really like this brush because like it's really good for just like blending out the things that you've done. I'm just going to take this and just blend it all together. And once it's all blended and you want to add like a darker color or anything, you can go ahead and like add the darker color in the outer corner or like wherever you want to add that dark color. I think I'm going to leave this look how it is. I'm going to add Pyramid and Eternal. This glitter right here. It's really pretty, and then this glitter right here. They're both kind of like different, like it's gold and then a rose gold color. I'm going to mix them and see how it'll look. I'm just going to put it all over my lid and hope for the best, because I really love these two colors, so I feel like if I put them together it'll give like a good combination of a gold and a rose gold like combined. So I'm going to go in and do that with a flat brush. I'm going to take this Studio Beauty flat brush. It's like a concealer brush. But I'm just going to take that and go into Pyramid, which is the gold shade. And I'm just going to place it on my lid. With this color, you're going to want a lot because as you can see, like I picked up a little bit and it like barely showed up. Like it showed up where I placed it, but if you want like a lot of pigment, you're going to want to have to pick up a lot of color. And with these like glitter shades, there's going to be some fallout. But there's fallout with like a lot of palettes, so I don't think that's such a big deal. Like as long as the fallout doesn't like mess up any of the face makeup that I have applied, then I don't think it's that big of a deal. So now that I've put the gold on that eye, I'm going to go in and do the other eye. And then we're going to go in with the rose gold color and then put that on top. So once we're done with that, I'll zoom you in to show you guys the look. This is what it looks like. I'm gonna like keep you guys zoomed in a little bit so you can see like everything that I'm doing. And all this like color right here, we're gonna clean it up. But now I'm gonna go in with the rose gold shade, Eternal, and I'm just gonna take it on the brush and place it on top of the gold color that I have just did. Now that we've done that, it really like blends really well with the other color that we've done. I really like it. It gives like a rosy like gold like color. It's just really, it goes together really well with the gold color. Now I'm going to put it on the other side. And also both of these colors blend really well with the transition colors that I have used on the whole lid and like in the outer corner. So I just feel like it just brings the whole look together. So as you can see, I'll zoom you guys in closer and you can see like the look. I really like it. It gives like a really pretty gold color. If you guys want to add like a darker shade to make this look even darker, I suggest going into the parallel color, which is the brown that we've used, and placing it on the outer corner and blending the shimmers in together. So I'm going to go in and take a little bit of that parallel color, and then I'm going to take Lure, which is that purple, and I'm going to just lightly like blend in the gold that we did into the matte shades that we had on our lid. So now that we've done that, you can see that it got darker, and I'm going to be done with my eyes. This look is going to be like kind of natural, but I'm going to be done with my eyes, and I'm going to take this smudging brush on the Anastasia brush that came with the palette, and I'm going to take the shades Saturn and Parallel. Parallel's this one, the brown one, and Saturn is this orange one. I'm going to take both of these colors and just run it along my waterline on the bottom. So now that we did that, we're going to go in and clean up like all the fallout that we have. But I usually clean it up at the end, like when I'm all done, so I get everything like all in one. So now that we have applied it onto the bottom of our eyes, we're going to go in and clean up all the excess. And I'm going to use this Morphe brush. I don't know like what brush it is, but I'm just going to sweep away all of the fallout that there was. So that there's no more fallout. So now that we're done with the eyes, I'm going to go in and apply eyeliner off of camera, because it's really hard to like apply eyeliner on camera for me, because I like have to get really close to the mirror and like have my hand really steady. So I'm going to go off camera and apply the eyeliner and false lashes, and I will be back to show you guys the finished look. So this is the finished look. I'll zoom in and show you guys. This is what it looks like. I really love the way it turned out. I think it's like so natural and just like pretty. My thoughts on this palette, I really love this palette. Honestly, like, I think the colors in it are like beautiful, but if you were to get this palette like as your first makeup palette, or like if this was the only like eyeshadow palette that you had, I really don't think there's a lot of like looks that you can do with this palette, only because there is very little like transition shades. Like, not all of these colors in this palette go together, and that makes it hard to like work with when you don't have other eyeshadow palettes to use also. I really love this palette though. Like, I will use this palette a lot only because I do have other eyeshadow palettes, and I know that I will be able to like refer to this palette like when I want a sparkly color or anything like that. I really love this palette. I created this look. It's just like a natural nude look, and I really like the way it turned out. I will be doing another look using this color right here. It's called Sphere. I will be doing a look with that color, and I really like, if you're a makeup artist and you're looking for a palette to like go back to and use like certain colors out of, I really like this palette. But if you're someone who is looking into getting a makeup palette for like if you're just starting off, I don't think you'll achieve like too many looks by using this palette because of all the different colors in it. There's like limited things that you could like create using those colors, and most of these colors are like shimmers anyways, so the colors that are like matte, they're like all different colors, so it'll just like be hard to create a matte look with the colors that are provided for you. I really love this palette though. I got it on sale for 32 bucks from Sephora. It usually is 42 bucks, but since it's limited edition, I think they're trying to get rid of like the rest of them. I hope you guys all enjoyed this look that I created for you guys. And if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to this video, and just wait for the future videos that I have coming. I will continue to be doing reviews and more eyeshadow tutorials and makeup tutorials, and I was also thinking of doing like my daily morning routine, like get ready with me, and like some of the face masks that I have tried, and like I will review those. And I hope you guys love this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.